Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What? That doesn't make any sense, Mom.
Going live.
How can you fire me as your child? Because Russell Wilson has demanded that you and Dad disown me as parents so he can win more Super Bowl. Oh no, I can't compete with backstage passes to Ciara shows. I just can't. So this hurts because I love you guys, but I guess this is goodbye.
Oh.
Hello, are you there?
Hello?
Are you there?
Oh. Hey, yeah, no, I'll be your son.
Hey!
Oh, baby. We here.
We don't have my parents they disowned me. Steer!
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition, a Friday edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is GPS. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Navigated.
Oh, we doing it. I hope South Park does. Oh, I hope they do.
No, they don't need to. They need to give him some freaking love at this point.
Yeah, we'll do mock drafts like around draft time. That's when we'll do it.
Yeah.
Folks, welcome. It's been a little bit. We took off on Wednesday, so it's been a while, and we didn't have clickbait yesterday. So
yeah. So it's like we've been cleansed of all our sins.
It's true. It's like going into the baptismal waters and coming out renewed. And here we are. So, my Saints couldn't have Brandon Browning from him. Can you make him change his mind? What if you get a cookie for Brandon Browning?
Talking about Baron Browning? I'm confused.
That guy. It's probably Baron Browning.
Baron?
Probably. I mean, who has the first name Brandon? Nobody does. Nobody does.
Thank God I only have a daughter. Russell Wilson's demands here in Denver are getting out of control. If you don't understand the opening bit, we will explain. Athletic dropped another Russell Wilson hit piece. I read some of it. We'll talk about it, but there's like a bit about no news in there saying Russell Wilson wanted Pete Carroll fired. The real interesting part is that he wanted him replaced with Sean Payton. Now he's got Sean Payton. We got Vance Joseph coming in Denver. Coming back to Denver. Vancey, baby!
You know what's really funny, Brandon?
Tom, I did my laughing yesterday, and I am on to Vance is here to fix all my problems. Now. There it is. Baron Browning.
Yeah, you get a cookie.
Yeah.
But Brandon, you know what's actually really funny is when I was doing research for the Broncos reaction video from Monday, like just going through like some of like the message boards and the subreddits and stuff, like there were old comments, even from this past season. It was like, fire Vance Joseph. Oh, wait, we can't do that anymore. But now you can do it. Broncos fans, you can bring back the war cry of firing Vance Joseph.
Fire Vance.
You should blitz everybody. What if Vance Joseph comes out and is like, listen, guys, I'm a little blitz happy. So much that in order to trademark it, I'm calling it Blitzkrieg. Just because he's never opened a history textbook. And he's just like, yeah, it just sounded like a really cool name. We're just going to do that. And now Broncos fans have to chant for Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg.
Yeah.
The Blitzkrieg Bop?
Nope.
By the Ramones?
Nope. Great song, though.
Yeah.
Good song.
That's going to be our style of defense, punk rock.
Is it?
Yep.
So, how are you feeling about that, buddy?
I'm going to introduce Vance Joseph to punk rock music And he's going to be like, shit, where's this been all my life? This is how we run in our defense from now on.
Mm-hmm.
I have mixed feelings. I've taken 48 hours to try and process what's happening, or less than 48. I don't know how time works anymore. But, like, oh, man. I think he's better than Matt Patricia coming in. So we got dodged a real bullet there. Dodged Satan from taking over the defense. So that's good. The thing with Vance is, like, he kind of, I feel like, got scapegoated a little bit in terms of when he was fired as head coach, especially, you know, hindsight now. He was tasked with trying to keep the Broncos playing at a playoff level with Paxton Lynch and Trevor Siemian. That's tough. And since then, we know Paxton Lynch has gone on to play in 4 different football leagues. That's just tough. And with head coaches, I think...
he got benched again, too.
What's that?
Paxton Lynch got benched again,
yeah. 4 different leagues. It's a record. Okay. Sorry, Paxton. Not trying to kick you when you're down, Paxton. I was really hoping you would light it up last week. Just didn't happen.
AJ McCarron.
Yeah, AJ. But, like, so I think what Vance Joseph does well is I think he's a good coach. I think he's likable. I think players like playing for him. But in terms of being like like you want your defensive coordinator, I think in today's NFL, you're looking for the defensive masterminds, right? The guys who are going to out scheme every quarterback they play, make life hell for them. I'm not sure he's that guy. I'm a little worried about how he's going to coach against, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes twice a season. He likes to blitz a lot.
He does.
Maybe they'll make adjustments, and it's not in a hiring that gets me like super excited about me thinking that the defense is going to be a lot better next year. I think the defense will be fine with Vance Joseph. But this whole process has been a little strange. This is where I'm at. As long as the offense is good next year, I don't care. I don't care if the defense is giving up 25 points a game, but the offense is scoring 30. Okay, let's just live life.
Well, that's bad, Brad.
Let's just live life.
You're going to wind up with the same record, but the offense is going to be better.
I think he's a better coach than he gets credit for. I think he's better than what the assumption is. I don't think he's great yet.
Kitty.
I think, it's hard to judge being a coordinator for the Cardinals and what that organization has been the last couple of years. So I think the Broncos defense is a little more talented than Arizona's. And we'll see, what they do this offseason. But he's got some work to do. It's hard because I thought Ejiro Evero was so good. That's what really stings.
That's what confuses me. Yeah. That out of all of the things, that's what confuses me the most. Because here's how I'm looking at it, is that you have Vance Joseph, who's like kind of like this traditional dude, like not going to reinvent the wheel or anything like that, right? But you have the players that make that defense good. So you don't have to like rely on scheme to compensate, right, for your lack of talent on that side of the ball. So I think that he could go in there and do a fine job because you have the talent that is there. Now, are they going to improve? Yeah, I don't know if you're going to see that. But if they can just at least remain at like a level of consistency where they were last year when they were pretty damn solid, then you'll be okay. And then if you have a better offense, you'll be a better team. My question is, again, like with Evero, I thought you had the best of both worlds because you had the talent, but you also had a DC who could be innovative as well. So, like, that's what.
Yeah. There's some inside baseball right there. Vance Joseph's most famous sound bites. We had a great week of practice, and then the Broncos would lose. The one thing I am a little concerned about is I don't think the defense is in a perfect spot talent-wise. I think Bradley Chubb's departure and Randy Gregory's continued injury history puts a lot of pressure on Baron Browning to be the guy on the edge. And he was very good at times, like ridiculously good. But through the course of the season, I think I have some questions about his long-term viability as like an every down pass rusher. They got to bring Draymond Jones back on the defensive line for me to feel like really confident. And then, our linebackers, Alex Singleton, Josie Jewell, played admirably. But there's some questions up front. And it kind of depends on what they do in free agency. It kind of depends on Baron Browning's development. Back end, we got Pat Surtain, we got Justin Simmons, Damari Mathis kind of emerged as another nice piece at corner. But I think that the defense was in a better position heading into last season than they currently are heading into this upcoming season. But we'll see. Bobby Wagner getting released by the Rams, though. Bobby Wagner, baby. And what's crazy is he played really well last year. Pro Football Focus graded him as the best inside linebacker in the NFL. We all know their grading system's not necessarily perfect, but he played great, and the Rams are cutting him, and that basically they're going to take a $12 million. Wait, dang it, I had it up.
They're going to take so he signed a 5-year deal last March. And I know this because I just did the Rams fan reaction and people were really excited about that going to a divisional rival. And I think he can still play. Like, he's obviously older, but he could definitely still play. I think, I don't know if he has 4 years left in his career, but I think he's got 1 or 2 seasons left.
What's weird is, so their out year for Bobby Wagner was 2024. Okay. So they're basically taking a dead cap hit of $7.5 million this season. So I think they're saving maybe like $6 million in cap space right now, or $5 million in cap space. When their dead cap hit, if they released him after 2024, would have been $2 million. At the level he played, that just doesn't seem like
Buddy, here's the problem. The Rams have it's almost similar to the They have so many issues right now. They have no offensive line whatsoever, right? Their QB, when's Matthew Stafford coming back? Also, are you going to rock with Baker Mayfield? Like, there's questions that's going. Like, there's a lot of question. Cooper Kupp, obviously, he suffered a significant injury. Like, there's a lot there. Allen Robinson was on IR. Like, they have a lot of things to figure out. And at the same time, because wasn't it Joe Barry who was with him? Was it? So if I'm not, I think I'm misremembering, but didn't they have, what was it, like Littleton as their inside linebacker for a while? That's when like Joe Barry there, and he had like his best career like under Joe Barry. And I was really excited because I thought we would actually go out and get him, because this was like a big thing a couple years ago. And then like they don't really, like, they had Littleton, but then they just let him go, I think, to the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of like, inside linebackers, they come and go for the Rams. I mean, that's how the Packers were for the longest time. We didn't care. We just did not care. We were just like, put anybody back there. It's fine.
But it's, top 5 linebackers, I think, are pretty important. So, I mean, I tough decision. Obviously, it's a money decision. And now Bobby Wagner can go wherever he wants.
Yep.
And I think there's actually a need for him in Denver. They don't have the cap space yet to do it. But Russell Wilson was trying to get him to come to Denver last season. He could go back to Seattle. Who knows? But you're right. It's like maybe he has another 1 or 2 years playing at that level. Probably 1 year at that level before, there's probably a decline. But he's a good linebacker. And I thought he might decline last season. You switch teams, it's getting older, but he freaking balled out.
But here's the thing, too. If you're Bobby Wagner, knowing that you only have 1 to 2 seasons left, and I don't mean this to be an insult.
He's coming where he's going to win a Super Bowl in Denver, Tom.
Okay, but he's not going to win one.
We're a championship team. Fuck off. No. We got Vance Joseph, Russell Wilson, Sean Payton. That's it. That's all. I
believe your optimism about one of the guys that you just said. And it's not Russell Wilson. And it's not Vance Joseph.
Oh.
So yeah, I imagine that he's just going to go There.
NFC South? Who's the best QB?
Well, it might be Sam Darnold.
Dude, I did a whole video on Sam Darnold's victory in December or January, where he won with a 2.8 passer rating. Because, like, I remember seeing that stat, and I'm like, that has to be close to a record in getting a win in a game.
Sure.
And the only other guy who had like a shittier day and got the win was Rex Grossman back in like 2006 with a 1.3 passer rating. Oh. So, yeah, I would say Sam Darnold, just based on being able to win. And it was because they were playing the Saints and Andy Dalton. They got that win. So, yeah, I really respect Sam Darnold because of that weird day. And the best part about that game, Tom, is so like I rewatched all of their offensive series last week when I was working on the video, and Darnold rushes for what is ultimately a touchdown for the Panthers, but he fumbles the ball so he starts fumbling before he crosses the goal line. So not only does he not get a rushing touchdown in that game, he gets credited with a fumble that the Panthers offensive line recovers on his way to throwing no touchdowns, throwing for like 40 some yards, 2 interceptions and winning. It is pretty freaking phenomenal. Poetic. It's like football nerd stuff, but God,
it's like if you and I tried to be an NFL QB and we're completely useless. It's like, let's go defense and run game.
It's like everything has to go wrong, but also go right. Like, he misses on a deep throw. Then he makes a great throw to the sideline, but the receiver steps out of bounds. Like, like your offense doesn't move the ball ever.
Do you think, Brandon, if you were on the goal line, on the 1 yard, the half-yard line, and you were a QB, and all you had to do was hand it off 3 times in a row, do you think you could do it?
Oh, hand off? Yeah.
You think all that pressure?
Honestly, the hardest part is just getting the snap without fumbling. When I played quarterback in 8th grade, every time I had to go under center, Tom, I was nervous I was going to fumble the ball.
I'm sorry. That was the greatest start to a center. When I played quarterback in 8th grade, hey, got to warm up the cannon.
No, they brought in the tall kid whenever we were going to throw the football. But they lined me out at receiver to catch it. So
they knew every time that you were there that you were just going to hand the ball off.
Well, it's 8th grade. That's basically all you do. You throw it like twice a game.
That's.
But no, I'm saying, like, I was scared to take the freaking snaps every play because I thought I was just going to fumble the ball.
I could do you one better.
Yeah.
So when I played football in middle school.
There we go.
There was a guy on the defense who just like always did headshots, and I just did not want to take a headshot. So when I lined, like, and he would be like, he'd play like corner because we'd like swap. You'd be like wide receiver and corner on defense because you would just like go, because again, like you never threw the ball. And so like legitimately, like I would go to run a snap and he would just headbutt me as hard as he could with his helmet. And I'm just like, this doesn't feel good. So I'm like standing across from him and I'm like, dude, if I just tell you the play, like, can you just stop headbutting me? And he's like, all right, yeah, cool. So I would just tell him the play. I was like, I don't want to do this. This sucks. I don't like this. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's a penalty, but it's fine. So yeah, I would just tell my teammate what the play was, like when we were scrimmaging.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Was he on your team?
Oh yeah, no, he was on my team. It was just during practices and scrimmage. I wouldn't
why
tell like the opposing.
Why were the coaches like, you don't hit like that, sir?
Yeah, no, my coach was. We did not win a single game. We literally had a pizza party, which I couldn't eat because I was allergic to cheese. A pizza party at the end of the year because we scored 1 touchdown in the last game.
Our team was that shitty too.
It was bad. We were the Giants. It was bad.
Yeah.
They should have revoked our licensing.
The point is, I'd prefer to be in shotgun and do all those handoffs, but I could easily do that. I think I could throw a pass in the NFL, but I might be a little cocky, Tom. Just a quick slant route, I could hit that shit.
See,
as long as I roll out a little bit, because I cannot see over the offensive
line. I think I can gain 1 single yard. I think I can gain a yard as a running back if I have the greatest, because I am legitimately hiding behind the offensive lineman. Like I'm hiding behind them. I feel like I get 1 yard.
I could QB sneak for a touchdown.
See, that one I don't know if I could do.
You know what I would do on the quarterback sneak, though? I would get the snap, and then I would go underneath the center's legs.
But wouldn't you be down?
No, he's pushing forward. I sneak under his ass. Touchdown.
But your knees are going to be down.
No, I can get under him without hitting the ground.
So you're so I'm sorry. So while he's going to be like this, right? Yeah, I'm wearing pajama pants. It's Friday morning. Shut up. So he's literally going to have the widest stance ever. And you're going to somehow duck underneath.
Yeah, easy.
Your forearm and your knees are not going to touch the ground.
Trust me.
Dude, you're going to run into somebody's pelvis.
I can fit between a man's legs, Tom.
Okay, that's fair.
I can fit between. I like the Davis Webb hiring. I like the fact that Russell Wilson's quarterback coach is going to be like 6 years younger than him. I read
like that's a way for you to die. Like I feel like that just takes like one person just running and hitting you with their knee and you're done.
No, I just underneath, touchdown, spike it, dance, tell the other team to suck it, and just like Homer Simpson, final score 43-6 based on my QB sneak touchdown.
Question. Okay. What if you are the QB and you go to QB sneak it and you take the ball and you hide it under the center's jersey and then you just push him in?
Don't like that.
Why not?
No fun.
Then you don't get the touchdown?
Yeah. I want the credit. I want the glory.
All right, that's fair.
That's the only reason you play the game is for the glory.
I don't know if I can get a tutty. It would have to be like a 1st and 10 or a 2nd and 10. They don't expect a run. I can get a yard. But if they're all expecting it, buddy, I think we're going to die. Like, I think we'll die. Like, if we go to try to do a QB sneak and they're stacking the box, we're going to die.
Did I say that? I don't think I said that.
Use a QB. We're going to die. It might happen. So, I mean, maybe we could do the Jalen Hurts, like, rugby style, like, QB sneak. That one, maybe, because just everybody's pushing you. And you're just like, thanks, guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna do one better. I bet I could tackle Derrick Henry. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen, let's see how good this community is.
I'm already on the ground at your ankles, Derek.
I want you to clip this, and I want you to tag Derrick Henry, and I want to make this happen. I want to see Brandon Perna attempt to tackle Derrick Henry. And maybe Derrick Henry will have like a random Tuesday where he has some time. We're going to fly Brandon out there, and we're going to make this happen. I said I wanted to try and tackle AJ Dillon just for content.
Oh, yeah. I would not try to tackle him.
I'm sorry. So you'd try to tackle Derrick Henry, but not AJ Dillon?
Yeah. AJ Dillon's too stout. Like, I feel like AJ Dillon's ankles would still be as big as my torso. Derrick Henry tall. I feel like I can just grab those ankles and get him down.
Bro, he's going to knee you in the face and you're just going to be done.
I don't want a stout running back. I need a lengthy guy.
If he has any room to run, like if he has even a 5-yard head start, you're dying. Like that's what's going to happen.
See, I used Derrick Henry's strength against him. He stiff arms me, but that goes right where I want to be, at his ankles. I'll get those ankles and they ain't going anywhere. Ain't going anywhere. I could also probably, okay, I'm not going to guarantee that I could do this, okay? But I bet I could pick off Mac Jones.
Does he have Matt Patricia calling the plays or no?
What's that?
Is Matt Patricia calling the plays or no?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
And you know what? That one I'll give you. That one, yeah, that's easy. Anybody can do that. That's fine.
Thank you. Because I've got Mac Jones kryptonite. I know how to not fall asleep when he's playing quarterback. So as long as I stay awake, I can get a pick.
You think that's it? That's why, like, whenever Mac Jones has success, it's because the defense is falling asleep.
Yeah, he's so boring. Oh my God.
That's fair.
He's the most boring quarterback on earth.
Now, do you think that you could catch a pass in the NFL and gain a yard?
Oh, I could catch a pass as long as I knew I wasn't going to be hit immediately after catching it.
That's literally the whole purpose of the game.
Well,
right?
then the answer is probably no. Oh, yeah. Give me corner end zone. Corner end zone where I know I'm going out of bounds. As long as it hits behind me. Yeah.
Okay.
No, catching a pass would be difficult just because the places where they would want to throw me the football would be inside crossing routes.
Yep.
That's where you dump off to the tiny slot receivers.
Yep.
I'm not taking shots. No way.
Now, what about like a halfback screen? I feel like you could do that because you have blockers in front of you, depending on the offensive line.
Yeah, I could get lost behind some of those linemen.
You definitely could. Dude, yeah. I used to do that, like when I was back in the other day, like when I would do flag football, like and there was like the leagues and stuff, like, and I was in middle school, I was so skinny that I literally just slipped in between the offensive linemen and always got the sack because like I would just get lost in there and I'd just be like, excuse me, thank you, pardon me. And I would just pull the flag off. I remember the Turkey Bowl, I crushed it. I had like 4 sacks that day. And this random guy was like, this guy's amazing. And I was like, I am. And then I tried to play real football and I died. So
you know what I could do? This is dead serious. This is me not just being an idiot.
Okay.
I'd be very, and I mean, maybe the best in the NFL at catching touchbacks. NFL kickoffs, they're dead anyway. 90% of them are touchbacks. Let me be the guy to catch a touchback.
I don't think you could do a fair catch.
Please.
Touchback? Sure. There's like a kickoff where there's like no one around you. Sure. Maybe you could do that.
7th through 9th grade. Kickoff returner, punt returner, Tom.
What are your stats?
Why?
Like, we pull them up on
the guy who could catch it. One of the hardest hits I took was a kick return. It's because, dude, there's this. So like the biggest kid on the team was he wasn't like a lineman. He was like one of those kids that in 9th grade was like 6'4" and already developed, like, right? So he's in front of me as the blocker. Kickoff comes. He just lets the ball go through his legs. Doesn't even try to catch it. So I run up, grab the ball. Not only does he not catch it, then he doesn't block for me. As soon as I pick up the ball, I look up and there's a defender just ready to light me up. And I took just a nasty shot. I went over him to him after. I was like, why the hell did you not block for me there or catch the ball? He was dumb. So he's like, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I did punt returns too.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I got hit in the head a lot. Because we did like Oklahoma drills. Like because they didn't care back then. It was like the 90s, early 2000s. They're like concussions, smushing. And no. I got my bell rung a few times.
Oh yeah. Last game I played, I had a bad I didn't remember half the football game.
Guy
Did
also
they take me to the hospital? No,
you just rub some dirt in it. Get some ice cream afterwards. You're fine. Yeah.
Anyway, Bobby Wagner, great. I would not want to try and run against Bobby Wagner. 38-year-old non-athlete me. I'm willing to say Bobby Wagner would probably tackle me.
Do you think that there is any member of Clickbait you couldn't tackle?
That I couldn't tackle?
Yeah.
Nah. No, I'm going to play football Saturday, I think.
Oh.
It's like touch, right? But I'm honestly more scared to make contact than I ever have been in my life. And it's just fear of my back going out. It's like, I don't even want to try too hard because I don't want to pull my back out.
Wait. So it's just like you and a couple bros? Like, is it a little league? What do we got going on?
No, it's just pickup football, a little pickup game.
Do you know any of these people? Or are you just going to go to the park and see who's slinging the pigskin?
Yeah. Who wants to play some ball, kids? And it is kids. They're like 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds. I just stiff arm them. Even though they're bigger than me at 13.
Yeah. This is a true story. When Tyler and I went to Lambeau, not this past time, but the year before that, we like went out to, so back in the day, and by back in the day, I just mean pre-COVID, in Titletown, they have a football field, like right outside the Packers Stadium. They have like a full football field and it's like really, really nice. It's turf, whole 9 yards. And they used to have like a big bin of footballs. that you could just like go and you could just like pick up a game and just like play catch or whatever. So after COVID, they took that away. They took the big bins away. So like, I guess you weren't like sharing balls, as they would say. So instead, Tyler and I, like, we didn't know this. Like, we walked up like, yeah, like, let's play like a game of catch or whatever. And there was like these 5 teenage children who like maybe ranged from like 10 to like 14. And they were playing football. And Tyler and I were like, yup. So we just walked up as 30-year-olds. It was like, sup, guys, you want to throw the football around? And they're like, okay. These kids were so much faster than us. So like, you're old. And I was like, you're old. I like make a catch. And I'd be like, what? Let's go.
Yeah.
And they were like 11 years old, but we crushed them that day.
Our glory days are gone.
Oh,
we never actually experienced glory in them. So
wait a minute. So if you know some people who play pickup football, listen, when I come out to Colorado, we're going to play some football. I haven't played football in quite some time, and I miss it very, very much.
Let's do it.
And then we're going to play soccer. Okay. And then we're going to play badminton.
What about pickleball? That's like
we're going to play ping pong. And if I win ping pong, I don't want to play that. Then I'm going to take your house.
Foosball. We'll play foosball.
Nope, I'm bad at that, so we're not going to play it.
I'll play. You have a ping pong. We'll cut the ping pong table in half.
Nope.
I'll insert foosball into it, and we'll invent a new game. Foosball. Ping ball doesn't work.
I like ping ball. I like that one.
I ain't going against Cam Chancellor. No.
Okay. So we're gonna play all those sports, and then you're gonna be like, Tom, if you beat me in ping pong, because you're like a world champ, you're like, you get the deed to my house, and I smoke you because I told you I won second place when I was 11 on a Carnival cruise ship in a ping pong tournament. So I don't want to. I know this is not a day for bragging, but
all right.
Just saying.
Well,
just saying.
I will not take that challenge.
Vince Lombardi's a great coach.
Oh yeah, we got what Michael? Wait, who's the Lombardi I got now?
Not the trophy.
Not Michael Lombardi. Damn it, who's the coordinator? Who's my new offensive guy?
Joe
Lombardi. Thank you. My thoughts on Joe Lombardi coming to the Broncos? Don't give a shit. Guess why? We got Sean Payton. He's worked with Joe Lombardi. Like, Chargers fans think it's really funny that the Broncos are bringing in Joe Lombardi because their quarterback regressed under Joe Lombardi. First of all, our quarterback probably can't regress anymore. So we're only going to see improvement. Second, Sean Payton is the offensive coordinator. He's worked with Joe Lombardi before. So I don't think that is an issue at all. I think Joe Lombardi got scapegoated a little bit by the Chargers. And maybe... It's so
weird how all these guys who are coming to the Broncos got scapegoated.
Yeah. Vance got scapegoated. Lombardi got scapegoated. Sean Payton got Kevin James. Like, we're gonna fix a lot of shit here in Denver. What is this? Yeah, except I am tackling him at his ankles.
I think, like, if this is you, your leg is trying to kick him. You're just like trying to kick at his shins. You're just like, go down.
Bicycle kicking him.
I'm sorry. Kid, hold on. We need to pause for a second. So you're worried about playing touch football this weekend in the park because you're going to throw out your back, but you think that you could tackle Derrick Henry without injuring your back.
I'm a walking contradiction, Tom.
You know what?
We got to talk for an hour.
It's a fair analysis.
What am I supposed to say? I could never tackle Derrick Henry and we move on to the next topic? I don't think so. That's not fun.
No. I'm just saying, like, maybe put a little bit of like, make it like Christopher Nolan's Batman, right? Like, there's some realism in it. Because, like, if you said, like, Darren Sproles, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, someone who's like a little smaller, maybe. Or
no, like, he's too fast, man. Can't catch Sproles. Let's not be insane here.
I'm sorry, but Derrick Henry's not insane. But Darren Sproles, like, he's too quick.
Derrick Henry runs high. He runs way too high. I could get his ankles. Barry Sanders could never touch him.
But Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, I could tackle his ankles. Oh, I could tackle the shit out of Derrick Henry's ankles. Boston Scott, nope, he's too slippery.
Here's the thing that I thought about that last year about tackling AJ Dillon, like, and just like doing money for charity or something, like just doing like a fundraiser where I attempt to tackle him, he just obliterates me. But I was like, with my luck, like it'd be some off-season thing, like we're having a good time. He'd like trip over my corpse and tear his ACL, and now Tom Grossi tore AJ Dillon's ACL, and he's out for the year. And I'd be like, that's my bad. Yeah, that is my bad. Like, I'm just saying, it would be something. It would be something. Speaking of the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers emerged from the darkness retreat on Wednesday. It was reported yesterday, but apparently he left on Wednesday. I'm not gonna lie, the darkness retreat place looked pretty cozy. 1,000,000%.
Yeah, I saw that photo you posted of it.
Yeah, it looks nice. I would
call me crazy. Didn't seem too dark in there.
Well, okay, can we talk about that for a second? It has lights. You just don't turn them on.
Well, they should have shown how dark it got. I want to see full darkness.
You want to know what it looks like? Hold on, I have a preview. Are you ready?
Show me what it looks like in the dark. I need to see with my own eyes.
No, hold on. Right like that, Brandon. Just like that. That's
but I don't know if that's... No, see, it's still your place.
Because it's dark, Brandon.
That's what your place looks like dark. I need to know what that other place looks like dark.
It's dark. You can't see.
Sorry, I see various shades of darkness.
It's advanced darkness.
I actually see different shades of pitch black.
This is Onyx. This is Midnight. This is
the Chronicles of Riddick.
So yeah, so we're gonna Riddick. Just say Riddick.
The Chronicles of Andy Riddick.
It's Vin Diesel with a neck beard. Okay. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers, we obviously don't know his decision. I'm assuming it's going to wind up coming next week because he still is going to have to talk to the Packers and make those decisions. Derek Carr, I think that's related to that, said that he's going to take his time. It's going to be a long process before he chooses a team. I imagine he's also waiting for Aaron Rodgers. There was a rumor about the Raiders saying they're not waiting for Aaron Rodgers. So guess what? We're still just waiting.
Yeah. Derek Carr says it's going to be a long process. Can't be that long. Probably got to wrap up by mid-March. So.
Oh, no. It'll be before free agency. Yeah, no, it'll 100%. No, because I really do think, that's what Murphy was saying too. It's like, I think it's next week.
That Rodgers lets everybody know?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I feel like Carr is better off trying to make a decision before Rodgers does.
But I don't think...
Just in case Rodgers, it's like decided he wants to go play somewhere else. I don't think that's going to be the case. I feel like he's just going to go back to Green Bay, but I want to see Derek Carr go to the Panthers. That's all I want.
Well, I think it's honestly just because like the Jets. I think it's because the Jets are like that one team. I think that their number one pick would be Aaron Rodgers, and then it'd be Derek Carr. So if Aaron Rodgers is like deuces, then
I like the Jets like fluffing Carr a little bit.
They're like, yeah, he could be our guy. Like he'd be so great. Yeah,
you'd come here and finish your career as a Hall of Famer if Aaron Rodgers isn't available. But like we could see you throwing 35 touchdowns next year, winning a Super Bowl, going to the Hall of Fame if Aaron Rodgers is not available. That's up to you, Derek. Like if they told, like, I don't know, if the Jets really told Derek Carr he could finish his career as a Hall of Famer there and they want him, Derek Carr should have signed immediately. He should have said, give me a contract. But he left. And I now I hope, because that's getting a little too cocky for my liking, Tom. Derek Carr's taking too much time. Now I hope the Jets do trade for Aaron Rodgers. And a guy who's already going to the Hall of Fame wins a Super Bowl for the Jets. How much money would it take to take a shot from Prime Ray Lewis?
I said with a gun or no?
Yeah, well, I think his weapon of choice was knife, but
yeah. Could have upgraded.
I don't think Ray Lewis was the hardest hitter ever. I would rather take my chances with Ray Lewis than Steve Atwater.
That's a lot of Broncos questions.
Oh, wow. Okay. So part of this Russell Wilson story in The Athletic that I mentioned.
So you wanted Pete Carroll fired?
That's what they're saying. Russ came out and said, no, I didn't. I never wanted Pete Carroll fired. But I think like the whole reason Russ left Seattle, like the idea was that him and Pete were done, right? They needed a change there. Whether that was Russell demanding like Seattle ownership move on from them, like, I don't know. I don't care. But what I found interesting is that if he wanted him fired, the guy he wanted to come in was Sean Payton. So now Russ is, again, getting what he wants in Sean Payton coming to Denver. I don't think Sean Payton necessarily like wants Russ, and Russ is going to have to do things Sean Payton's way. But I think Sean Payton will do a much better job curating an offense to Russell Wilson's strengths than what we saw last season. And I don't know if it'll be fixed, but I have to believe it will be better this year. If it's not better under Sean Payton, then the Broncos will be finding a new quarterback in 2024.
Sure. That's for you, Perna. You got a fitty.
I thought Kirk Cousins was that. Or
I think it varies. I think it goes back and forth.
Varies.
I don't know.
Well, with a fitty, thank you, Zeke Ninja.
It's a piggy.
What are we gonna give today? You know what?
You tell me.
You know what?
Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Hey, Paul!
It's been a while.
That's Melvin Gordon's brother, Melson Gordon.
He's actually got very secure hands.
He does. You can't make that guy fall. He actually never drops it. He actually was born with a football in his hands, and he hasn't dropped it.
We need to get Melvin Gordon on the show because he's really funny. I think
he is really funny.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, I'd rather tackle Jerome Bettis because I could just fail. Brian Dawkins will hit me.
Yeah, the bus will run you over. Brian Dawkins will put you into a grave.
Yes, that's it. Nope. None.
Ooh,
I like my brain.
Slap. No,
I like my brain. So no money.
Yeah.
Can we get Melvin Gordon? Come on, reach out to people. You know somebody.
I could. Yeah, we'll try.
Okay. What's he doing in this offseason? He won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's vibing. He might retire.
Did you see the clip where they asked him what the difference was?
He said, I didn't do anything. I got carried.
Yeah, I didn't do shit. Is what he said.
Which is amazing. Amazing. And he's just like, doesn't matter. Got a ring.
Yeah, that's why it was always hard. Like, he was good when the fumbles weren't happening. He was hilarious. And then this year, the fumbles they got out of control. And he wasn't producing like much outside of it. But I would love to talk to Melvin Gordon.
We could make it happen. Again, what's he doing in the office? How old is he?
Melvin?
Yeah. Late 20s, early 30s?
Yeah, something like that.
Let's see.
Melvin Gordon.
He is 29.
29.
Oh, he was born in Kenosha. He was born in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, he was a Badger, remember?
There you go. That was right. Yeah, he was a Badger. Okay. Do you think you could tackle Melvin Gordon? See, here's the problem that's going through Brandon Perna's mind right now. If he says yes, right, then he is going to have to come face to face with that if we ever talk to Melvin Gordon. That's one. And if he says no, he's saying that Melvin Gordon is harder to tackle than Derrick Henry.
Melvin Gordon is harder to tackle than Derrick Henry. If I'm the defender.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe that's true, though. Maybe Melvin Gordon is the hardest guy to tackle in the NFL, and that's why they just go for the ball every time. Because, like, it's easier to make him fumble than actually tackle him. Now that one.
Yeah.
I like that
Melvin Gordon broke down, like, the difference between playing with Rivers, Russ, and Pat Mahomes. He's, like, honest and funny. He called Phillip Rivers the best teammate he's ever had.
That's nice.
Yeah, I don't care that Melvin got a ring. again, like he was on the practice squad.
Yeah.
And he knows, like, he's trying to do shit. Like, I have no animosity towards him. That's the thing that kind of gets lost. Like, we get so angry about, the team not doing well, and when the players don't do well. To me, like, all my anger is just about the football game, the football result. I never wish any of the guys bad. I don't have ill will towards them. I don't want bad things to happen. Like, I don't care if they succeed after leaving Denver. The only person I want to see the downfall of is Tom Brady. Everybody else in the NFL to me is a human being, and I root for their success. So,
didn't you organize a campaign to put a particular person in prison?
Oh yeah, Pat Shermer too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
he was evil. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for trying to rid the world of evil.
Can I just leave? Like, why am I in this situation to begin with? Can I just like walk out the door? Like, it's during the darkness retreat. Like, at some point I can just open the door. I don't like, what went wrong in my life that I am now standing in the middle of a football field between Burfitt and Ray Lewis, and one of them has to hit me.
Oh, in a darkness retreat?
Oh my God.
I could tackle Derrick Henry easily.
You're just in that room. There's like barely any.
I gotcha. Holy shit, who's in here?
You're like, I did it, guys. You run out the door.
I would tackle him, and then he would beat me.
He would beat you to death.
He would beat me mercilessly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Also, Allen Lazard, because that was some random Packers news saying that he was going to be bougie about picking his next team or something like that. And
bougie, that's the word.
Yeah, I still don't think that.
I didn't know what that was in the rundown.
That's how you spell it. Yeah,
I thought you misspelled the team he wanted to go play for.
What team is like bougie?
I was like, I don't know what city that is. Were you trying to write? He wants to go to the Bayou, like he was going to go play for the Saints. I don't know.
Anyway. I still don't think he's going back to Green Bay. One, I think he's going to cost too much. I just don't think he wants to play with the Packers either. So
no, it doesn't seem like he does.
No, I don't think he'd wanted to. So I think that's it. That's choice of anyone on GPS. Honestly, John Elway. And I'm saying that as a Packers fan.
Whoa!
Because
cool.
I would get to have an amazing conversation about Super Bowl 32. We have Scooter Elway, and you get to have an amazing conversation about everything Broncos. It's a win-win.
Yeah, no, I'd love that.
It's a win-win.
I'd be a little intimidated to talk to John Elway.
Don't worry, I'd handle it, and I'd just be like, it's okay. Brandon's not really a big fan.
You know who I really want to interview? Is Travis Kelce. I want to talk to Travis Kelce.
Why do you want to talk to Travis Kelce, Brandon?
Well, one, because he's got a podcast with his brother, which is very popular, which people know. So they're already in this arena.
Sphere.
So one, I think maybe it would be doable. Two, I think it would be a lot of fun because I think he's a great tight end. But I would also like to go back and forth and talking some shit. And I think Travis Kelce would engage in talking shit back to me as a Kansas City Chief and as a Broncos fan. But I want I want to talk to both Kelces, and I want Jason to be on my side, and we both go after Travis. Yes.
All right.
Would Jason do that with me? Maybe, because his brother beat him in the Super Bowl.
Then you see what Jesse Bates could, because I heard that he's done in Cincinnati.
You remember all the plays where Travis Kelce outplayed Jason Kelce in the Super Bowl? Because I do.
What happens when Travis Kelce's like, you know what, Brandon? We really got along during this podcast. Why don't you come on out for a game? It's you, Jess, and Carmi. Now you're on the sidelines at Arrowhead, right?
No, I ain't doing that. I'll be like, thanks for the invite, but I would rather die than be on a sideline.
I think you guys can become best friends. You're gonna become best friends because Travis can be like, I saw how much you were rooting for me because some guy named Johnny Barks clipped together all the times you were rooting for the Chiefs this season.
My first question for Travis: why do I hate you so much? See, boom. It would be fun.
But then he.
I want to talk.
You
like I would love to talk
him.
to Tom Brady too.
Honestly, that would be.
Those are the two guys I would love to talk to the most.
That would be
because I'm the
something.
most unfair to them. Like, I know what I do. I want them to fucking roast me and put
I want
me
Pat
in my
Shurmur
place.
now.
Yeah. No, Pat Shurmur, I would just have to be like, why are you out of prison? Where's your parole officer?
No,
Can
but I know.
see
But
the
I'd be the
ankle
one
bracelet?
to invite him. I wouldn't tell you ahead of time. And I was like, all right, we have a really special guest or whatever, and I'd hype it up like it's Aaron Rodgers or something, and then it'd be Pat Shurmur. And you would just have to hide your disgust. Like, you would just pop up on the screen, and you would have to sit there the entire time.
Why are you the way you are, Pat?
That's how Pat Shurmur would. Honestly, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing. It would be a top 10 episode.
Yeah, I want uncomfortable interviews. That's what I want.
Yeah,
but
it's
not
in
like
between two
forced.
ferns.
I want it to be genuine.
Okay.
Whoa.
So maybe Travis Kelce's going to become your best friend. You're going to slowly turn into a Chiefs fan.
No.
And that's just the way the story goes.
I could marry into the Hunt family, and I still wouldn't be a Chiefs fan.
Just no.
I'm talking hypothetically.
Just know about this.
I would take great care of her if I got that money. I'm saying if I were that close to the Chiefs, I would not be fans of their team. Okay? It would be a real Romeo and Juliet situation.
All right. Well, now we got to see. Okay, so what's the owner's name of the Chiefs?
Clark Hunt. How do you not know this?
Because I don't know every single owner. I know a lot of players. Okay. All right, this is an interest. All right, his hair game is okay. All right, so let's see. Let's see children. See what we got here. Okay, Gracie, Noble, Knobel, and Ava. Okay. Thankfully, they didn't name one of their kids Mike. All right, so now...
Michelle.
Okay, so here you go, Brandon. All right, I'm assuming that's... All right, this is what we're working with here. Okay? We're going to share this. I take great care of her. Okay. So that's Noble on the right. I don't know which one of the other two. I'm assuming
I probably have the best shot with the sun, if I'm being honest.
Okay. All right. I can't see rings, so I don't know if they're engaged or married. I mean, you are.
I'm not looking to marry him. This was a hypothetical, okay?
Well, listen, we have to take this all the way now. We have to see, because now you're trying to give a great life to Jess and Carmi. Carmi's going to go to the best schools because you're going to get an allowance from the Hunt family.
Yes. And
you're going to get an allowance, and you're going to be like, did you spend it already? You're like, I just buy lots of clothes, and it's all going to Jess and Carmi. Okay. I mean, that could work out for a little bit. It's like you go to a different country for 3 years and you send all the money back home. That's basically what you're doing here if you marry into the Hunt family.
Yeah. If I married into the Hunt family, then I call up the Walton Pinner Group, and I'm like,
look,
you guys need a mole? Because I'm as close to the Chiefs as you can get. And then I feed the Broncos inside information.
But see, they know you're a mole, and I
tell them how Patrick Mahomes faked his injury through the playoffs.
But they go, yeah.
I give them all the secrets.
Okay. Now, follow up.
I photocopy Andy Reid's game plans. Boom.
What?
The Broncos would still lose, even if they had all the plays.
We know every play is calling. They're just too good.
Chiefs.
They're just too. Okay. All right. Now, what if you marry into the Walmart family?
Okay.
Marry into the Walmart family, because this makes sense, because they own the Broncos now, and they go, Brandon, we are giving you front row seats, sideline access to everything. Any player that you want to interview on the team, done. Coach Sean Payton can do that weekly show that you tweeted about. The only thing you have to do for this family is you have to be a union buster, and you have to go around to different Walmarts, and you have to make sure that they're not starting any unions.
Deal.
You're like, there ain't gonna be no equality or unions on my watch.
If I can survive the 2022 Broncos season, I can push my morals aside for wealth, just like every other.
You don't even have to marry into it. You know what? I'll take that stipulation out. You just you get everything. You still get to stay married to Jess, all that great stuff. You just have to be a union buster.
Man, I don't think I'm the right guy to be a union buster.
No, you have to. I know, because you don't want to
go try to bust up a union, and they're just gonna be like, "We're not listening to you, little man."
And you have to make them listen. Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'll get a loudspeaker. Man. But I get my own box at the Broncos games?
Yep, you get your own box.
All
yep.
Right.
You get to interview anybody you want in the organization.
I get to make personnel decisions as well.
Nope, no, you don't get that. Nope.
One. I get to sign every year. I get to bring in one free agent of my choosing.
You get to.
That's part of the deal. If you want me to bust unions, I get to get my guy.
Don't we're compromised. You get to sign one player to the practice squad.
No.
Practice squad.
I get one free agent every year.
You can't because then you're gonna go after some high ticket free agent.
What? No. It's gotta fill a need.
Under $5 million a year or less.
No, I get top 20 money. I get
top
to spend.
20 money.
Yeah. Top 20 money. This year?
Yeah. Who are you gonna bring in this year?
Bobby Wagner right now, actually. I'll take Bobby Wagyu. But he has to go by the name Bobby Wagyu. If he doesn't, no deal, Bobby. I'll give you $20 million a year, but it's Bobby Wagyu from now on.
See, all right, but you take that deal though.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, Monkey Paw. You're too busy busting unions. You never get to go to any Broncos games.
That can't be that big of a job.
You only have the summers off. That's it. And it's not like early summer. It's like June and July. That's it. That's all you got off.
Okay.
Back in August, it's back to busting unions. So that's it. That's it. All right, Brandon. Well, I think we did something today. This was great.
We at the very beginning of the show, first comments were off the rails already. The rails never even emerged, and I think that was correct.
I think so. I think we talked about what we really needed to.
Oh, 100%. Put me up in that fucking ring of honor. I've done more for this team than some players have. I'll tell you that.
You could that's the thing. Brand, what are your thoughts on the Broncos season? I'll tell you in June.
Yeah. I want all of that power, everything you just mentioned, but I'm still not allowed to go cover the team at training camp as a member of That's Good Sports.
You can't. No, you can't do that.
I still would have to be with some accredited organization.
Yeah.
Fair's fair. Then I just go up into my little
Packers, Broncos, same thing. Don't let podcasts in there. Nope.
Bam.
They don't do it. They don't do it.
Actually,
Brandon,
I want to be able to attend practice. And you know how they have those towers that you can kind of stand in so people can watch the bird. I want the highest tower on the practice field.
So you can look out for icebergs too.
Iceberg right ahead.
Get ahead.
Let me put my clothes on. Because I was the one who was naked and getting painted at the same time.
Weren't you getting drawn?
Painted, drawn, whatever.
Are you wearing the Heart of the Sea necklace?
You know who's
Can we make you oh my god. Can Jess draw?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tell me that's not a punishment where you can blur out that, but Jess has to draw you wearing a heart-shaped necklace as you on the couch, and that has to be presented.
That's a punishment for her.
And that would be amazing.
That's a punishment for her.
Then you have to make a video of it, right? You blur out your stuff, then you make a video of it, and she has to draw it and has to show the drawing, or you have to show the drawing on clickbait.
Wow.
That would be 10 out of 10.
That seems harsh.
Why? Jess gets to be artistic. It'd make a great vlog. And it's a great punishment.
Great way for her channel to get demonetized.
No, they're not showing your wiener. It's going to be tastefully. It's going to be classy.
Thank you, Cody. Cody's built the Tom Brady Lego head.
Oh! That could be great then. Then you know what? Then you could include the genitalia. You can then.
Just send me a giant penis, Cody. All right, Tom, what do you got coming out today?
No, I asked you first. What are you coming out?
I don't know. I don't think anything.
I don't think so either. I think I'm just going to do Q&A tonight. That's it.
Yeah. I've got a video in the can, a script, but I think I'm just going to wait.
Okay. Yeah, I have reaction videos to do, but I think I'm just going to do Q&A tonight. It's going to be wild. Tonight, I have a feeling because I was telling the Discord last night, it's weird not streaming 5 days a week. It's like, it's weird. So like now I'm like, you know what? Q&A.
I'm gonna get so drunk tonight.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Well, Rachel sent me. She sent me Kansas City beer. Apparently, it's Cole's favorite beer, Tank 7. It's really good. But I had a few beers, and then I had this, and it's a saison, which is really good. But hold on, it's 8.5%, and I had 2 of them after I already had some. So that was.
After you're drinking during your NASCAR stream?
I only had 1 beer, I think, during my NASCAR stream.
You just had 2. It was one of those, though, right?
It was my Q&A.
Oh.
My Q&A, yeah.
Have you ever had Cutwater?
No.
They're like margarita, or it's like a margarita in a can, basically. And you kind of think they're like a hard seltzer, right?
Okay.
But I think they're 14% alcohol.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So I had like 2 of those. I was like, oh.
See, the problem is, like, if there's so much sugar in it, it would destroy my stomach.
Yeah. I don't know how much sugar is in those, but those will fuck you up.
I imagine if it's 14% a pop. Yeah, I would imagine that those are going to, that's called a White Claw.
I don't want to drink now.
You could join the Q&A later.
Oh,
but listen, I'm telling you, when I make it out there to Colorado, the content that we are going to create, it ain't going to be done sober. It ain't going to be done. But folks, we appreciate you. We'll be back on Monday. Maybe, probably. I don't know what we're doing.
We'll be back Monday for sure.
We'll be back Monday. Yeah. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
Ball is in your court, Travis Kelce.
Oh, I really thought